Hey, what's up? It's your boy Burf, and it's 5 Thrift Store Friday! Yes, it's 5 Thrift Store Friday, the happiest day of the week. And man, oh man, do I have an action-packed adventure for you guys today. I scored big again. Man, it's just been week after week after week. I've been finding these awesome big money finds, and in today's video I scored something that I think it was $4.79 or $4.29, and ended up selling it on eBay the exact same day I listed it for $325. It was absolutely nuts, man. And it put a little extra kick of cash in my pocket, man, that I was able to, this is in an upcoming video, but I was able to score a grail that I had been chasing for like the last 5 years. So I can't wait to show you that video once it arrives. It's coming all the way from France. But in the meantime, man, I scored some awesome things in today's thrift store adventure, vintage toy hunting adventure. I'm just so excited about it. I'm all jazzed up, man. I'm just all jazzed up. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. If you are, hit that like button and let's roll out.
Straight out of the thrift store, looking for toys galore. My name is Burf and this is my turf. I'm straight out of the thrift store.
What do we got here for $5? Lookout tower, click and play. All right, well, let's see if the pieces are in here. Oh, look at that. Little tower, we got some figures in there. All right, I think I'm gonna grab that for $5. Well, check that out. So we got a machine gun, we got some bullets, we got like a little ladder here, some more, whoops. We got some more guns, figures. Yeah, that's a cool little set. I dig it. These look like some infinity pieces, maybe. Got a little bag of dinos. And what's this? Some Disney ornaments, it looks like. Maybe some Lego pieces. And speaking of Lego, here's another bag. Looks like some sort of Star Wars Lego pieces in there. There's a few little minifigs. Oh yeah, there's like a clone trooper helmet. More Lego. Looks like some Minecraft Lego figures in that one. That is so funny. That is the weirdest looking Spider-Man piñata I've ever seen. It's kind of awesome though. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, that is cool. Oh, he blows bubbles. $4 for him. That is pretty neat. Okay, so we're off to a pretty good start because this military observation / guard tower is pretty freaking cool, and it fits perfectly with my G.I. Joes. When I got it home, I busted out of the box, set the Joes up in it, and I was like, hey, that looks pretty damn good. So I got that. We're going to do some show and tell with it here in just a second. I also got the Frankenstein bubble blower thing. But before we jump into that show and tell, I wanted to tell you guys about some exciting news. If you live in Dallas, Fort Worth, this Wednesday, April 30th at 7 p.m., the premiere of Retro Freaks 2, the movie, is going to be showing at the Dallas Theater at 7 p.m. And your boy Burf has a small cameo in the movie, and I'm so excited for it. I'm taking the whole family down there for a night of fun and entertainment. And I just want to say thank you to Dave from Back Alley Toys and Craig, you guys know him as Narc from Not Another Retro Channel, for inviting me to be part of this movie. Like, I was just, I went and saw the first one at the Dallas Theater when it premiered a couple years back. So to have a part in this upcoming movie is so awesome. If you haven't seen the first one, you can rent it on Amazon. You can also go over to Craig's channel, Not Another Retro Channel, and I believe they did a showing of it on his channel on Wednesday night, just a couple days ago. So you can check out the first one and then come see the second one. If you live in Dallas-Fort Worth, you can get your tickets on Eventbrite. I'll try putting a link in the comments below, so get them before they're sold out. There's going to be some awesome people there. I think maybe Pixel Dan. I know Ed from Ed's Retro Geek Out is going to be there. Greco, I believe, is going to be there. So it'll be an opportunity for you to meet some of your favorite YouTubers. I'm so excited. I'm stuttering. But anyway, so check that out. All right, let's do a little show and tell. So check this shit out, man. How freaking awesome is this? So we've got rock and roll over here in the observation tower, handling the heavy artillery, ready to take out some Cobra. Speaking of Cobra, we've got some Cobra in G.I. Joe disguise down here. Yeah, so I'm pretending that these guys that came with the set, the guys in camo here, I'm just pretending that they are Cobra soldiers in disguise, trying to sneak into Joe headquarters from the back end, coming through an underground cave system. So we've got those guys. We got this barrel of highly flammable fluid, like gasoline or something. And then over here, we've got Grand Slam with his jump jetpack. Shout out to Jaden's Toys. Jaden gave me a really awesome deal on this guy back in November, I believe. So Jaden, if you're watching, man, I appreciate that. He looks fantastic. And then up here, we've got a telescope with a supply box. And then inside here, there's a munitions box. And then if we just kind of swing this thing around, I'll show you one last thing this thing came with. Let me take some of this off so it just doesn't fall all over the place. But it actually has this rope ladder that they can use to access the observation tower. So this thing, like I said, is pretty freaking sweet, man. I am excited to have this in my collection because it fits so perfectly with the Joes. Up next, we got this Frankenstein bubble blower. So you're supposed to fill that up with water and soap, and then he would blow bubbles out of it. He is electronic. However, when I took the battery compartment apart, it's not corroded or anything, but it's missing some of the pieces in there, some of the metal pieces like the springs and whatnot that get the batteries to actually function. So unfortunately, he does not work at this time, and I don't know if I will ever be able to get him to work because I am not a handy person by any means. I'm not an electrician, so I don't know how to make that stuff work, how to put stuff together to make him function. But anyway, he does make for an absolutely fantastic display piece. Like, I think just the vibrant color, that lime green is just awesome. I mean, it pops, So, and he's got some blood that's kind of coming out of his neck right there. He's got some gruesomeness to him, which I think is pretty cool. Does the other side actually have blood too? Oh yeah, it sure does. It sure does. So yeah, he is super cool and will be staying in the collection for a little while. Well, all right, man, that was a sweet little haul. I am happy with that. I mean, as a matter of fact, even if I didn't find anything else on the rest of this trip, that little guard tower thingy is just freaking awesome, and I would be totally content. But you know me, man, I gotta have me some vintage jazz. I gotta get some jazz running through the veins. So let's head on over to Thrift Giant, old Thrifty Pants, and see what kind of goodies they got. Well, look at that. Shira's Swift Wind, but there's like this crack in it, or it's like warped or something. I don't know. I might be able to maybe heat that up and snap it back into place. I want $1.99 for it. I already have Swift Wind. I don't really need it, but I kind of feel the need to rescue it. Oh, check it out. It's Broby from Yo Gabba Gabba. Caroline loved that show when she was little. This thing's like selling for like, on average, about 20 bucks. They want $3.99 for it, but I think I'm just going to pass on it. It's kind of cool to see, though. A little nostalgic for me. You know what? I changed my mind. I think I'm going to get it and try and flip it. I turned it on and it kind of does work, so I think it just needs some batteries. See how it kind of wants to work? Yeah. I think I can make a few bucks on that. They seem to be selling pretty good. There were several that were sold in February and March. So yeah, I think that'll be a good investment. And we got this Tetris handheld game, little arcade style. Not a bad price on that. Oh, look at this big old grumpy plush. We got a Ben 10 carded figure, Ben Tennyson in gray matter. I knew there was going to be something vintage over there. We got a little She-Ra action going on here. We got She-Ra's horse Swiftwind. Now this thing's pretty beat up. I did clean it up. You know, it had some glitter on it. Someone had painted a heart on its thigh. But I was able to clean it up a little bit, so we'll take a look at it. I also picked up this Broby from Yo Gabba Gabba. So if you've got kids that are around my daughter's age, which Caroline just turned 18, you probably remember Yo Gabba Gabba. And we used to watch that show all the time. So to see something like this on the shelf was pretty nostalgic for me in that respect. And the cool thing is, I know for a fact that Yo Gabba Gabba stuff sells pretty quick. So let's do a little show and tell. Let's take a little closer look at these guys. Well, here he is, Swiftwind. I did my best to try and fix him up a little bit, but that part in the back where he is like kind of splitting down the middle, I wasn't really able to fix it. I thought maybe I could just kind of pop it back into place, but you can see that there's still a gap there. And I did take off like some of the glitter and the heart that was painted on there, but he's still in pretty rough shape. So I've got him listed on Facebook Marketplace for $3. And I did have somebody inquire about him, but the guy lived kind of far away, and I was like, well, hey, I'm willing to ship it, but then he never responded back to me. So if any of you out there would like a Swiftwind for $3 plus $10 shipping, just leave a comment below, and then I'll get you my email address and we can work the deal out. So, but yeah, I just could not leave him behind. It was like one of those situations where, you know, he's a vintage toy from the 1980s, and I couldn't just let him there, you know, to possibly end up in a landfill someday. I had to rescue him. I had to rescue him. Up next, we got Broby from Yo Gabba Gabba. Super cool, and the best part is he actually works. I was a little concerned when I got him home. I put some batteries in him and he didn't work. Turns out I had the batteries inside out. I had them turned the wrong way. So I flipped him around and he works. So let's turn him on.
I wish someone would dance with me.
I think he's motion sensor. I think. Let's see. I thought when I had him earlier downstairs, he was, when I moved, he danced and he talked. So let me see here. Let's try him again.
I wish someone would dance with me. Hey, let's dance together.
I'm surprised he doesn't play music. That was the one thing, like, because he does dance and he gets kind of crazy. He's a wild and crazy guy. But yeah, I thought for sure, you know, they would maybe have some music, but I guess you can just play your own music and he'll dance with you. So let's turn him off for right now. So anyway, I will be listing him on eBay and try to make some extra cash on him. Okay, so we've got some scores under our belt, but nothing just mind-blowing yet, right? That's coming, I promise. Like later in the video, I'm gonna find something that, like, when you see what it is and what I sold it for, it's just gonna blow your mind, man. So like I would have never guessed that this thing would have been worth that much money. So, but anyway, in the meantime, we're gonna go hit up Big Texas Thrift. It's It's really just called Texas Thrift, but I call it Big Texas Thrift because everything in Texas is bigger. Anyway, let's head on over there and let's try and keep this ball rolling.
Oh my gosh, check this out. It's from the 1950s. And then like he squirts water out of there. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, what do they want for that? $1.49. Yeah, I gotta get that. That's kind of neat. Wow, look at this castle. Look at that. Is those doors open? Oh, yeah, they do. Oh yeah, I can see like a little bookshelf down in there. That is a nice castle. Well, it turns out this is like a Polly Pocket castle. It's from 1990, I think 98, I think it said. Yeah, something like that. And it's selling for about 40 bucks, $35, $40, incomplete. And they want, what do they want for it? $5.29. I'm kind of tempted to grab it at that price. It's really nice. Now check out this giant centipede. It's from 1996. That would go good with like He-Man figures. Did somebody chop off the antennas here? Kind of looks like it. What do they want for it? $2.29. All right, well, I'm gonna think about that. It's kind of cool. And what an awesome looking dino, man. That thing is legit cool. Is there a price tag on him? I don't see a sticker. And we got a bag here with some Final Faction. I don't remember what this guy's from. I've seen this toy multiple times. And then we got some other like Imagine Next and little Dollar Tree figure. Oh, we got some maybe Jurassic Park stuff. We got a Spider-Man in there. A couple of Spider-Mans actually. This is like a Gujitsu Spider-Man. Little bag full of army men. Is that Woodsy the Owl? No, I thought that was Woodsy for a second. We got some Star Wars. I forget what these are called. These are like game pieces. Oops, let's see here. There we go. Here's an action figure. Just a little dollar store one though. Cool. And we got some TMNT. Another bag with some Imagine Next. Oh, there's a TMNT from the Mutant Mayhem line. And we've got a Superman in there too. Oh, that's like an old Winnie the Pooh, like squish toy. And we got some more of those game pieces. Looks like we got a Power Ranger over here with a Captain America. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Looks like we got Alvin and Simon. Just missing Theodore. And here's a bunch of Nightmare Before Christmas toys. There's a whole bunch of them in there. I wonder if those are worth. Oh, they want $10.49 for the bag. Yeah, I'm not paying that.
So there really wasn't a whole lot going on over here, man. Like the coolest thing was probably that centipede thing, or millipede or whatever it was. If it hadn't been busted up, I probably would have grabbed it. I thought it was kind of neat. But other than that, not a whole lot. But I did pick up this little guy. How fun is this thing? So I think you fill it up with water here. And there's supposed to be like a little red button right here that I think whenever you turn this and you were to push down on that, it would cause him to squirt water out of that little tiny thing. So, but anyway, this is like a little outhouse toy. It's like a little novelty toy that you'd probably see like at your grandparents' house or something like that when you were a kid. This thing was made like in the 1970s, and it's just a fun. What's this right here do? Oh shit! I just broke the door. Oh shit! I just broke it. Damn it! Always breaking stuff. So anyway, son of a bitch. Anyway, I got this thing. So we managed to squeak out a tiny little score out of there. That the thing is it's interesting. But anyway, let's head on over to Thrift Giant again. There's another thrift. There's Thrift Giants all over the place in Dallas Fort Worth. So we're gonna head off to another Thrift Giant and see if we can get something out of there.
All right, let's see, what do we got? That's cool. Ah, too bad it's missing a button. It's kind of neat. Let's see, what else do they got? What's this thing? Squishy Alien Anatomy. Oh, that is cool. It's like a hard plastic container. Huh. I might get that just because it's neat looking. Looks like we got some sort of city tram. Oh, look at these Spider-Men over here. Oh, that's awesome. That one, we got this one. We have several. Somebody dumped their little Spider-Man collection here. I like this one best. I've got a few of these though. I don't know if I need another one. Oh, look at this little robot dog. Looks like it's made by Tiger Toys. Oh, we got a Woody. Is that a talking one? Yeah. And then we got some TMNT. What's this back here? Oh, check that out. Oh, wow. $16.91 for the bag. Damn. Is that Heinz Ward? Oh, no, that's Antonio Brown. Man, if these weren't so expensive, I'd probably get them. They're probably worth more than that. Or, I don't know, they could only be worth like 15 bucks and they're just charging retail for it. Well, this dude right here with his stand, which he does not have the stand, he's selling for 15 bucks with the stand. I didn't look this one up, but he's probably selling for something similar. Okay, so this guy here just sold for $26 with his stand. So if it were like, I don't know, even $6.99, I'd probably buy these and try to flip them, but I think I'll just leave them here for a Dragon Ball Z or whatever these guys are fan, and you know, maybe make somebody happy. So, but I think I'm gonna get this dude. He's pretty neat looking. Oh snap, they're missing their noses. They look so weird without them. I don't even see them down below. Oh, her legs busted off and everything. Damn. Oh look, we got an Indiana Jones pop Christmas ornament. What do they want for that? $6. I was kind of hoping it was going to be like $1.99 or something. This is nuts. $29.92. Although everything is 25% off today. But still, $29.92. And I saw this thing is selling for like $35 on eBay. And I have no idea. I'll have to look this one up. What do they want for this one? Probably the same. $29.92. Crazy. Yeah, I actually didn't see any of these that sold in the last 90 days. I don't know, maybe I didn't do the correct search on it, but I just think 30 bucks seems like a lot of money for that.
Man, we got busted. We got busted at Old Thrifty Pants. Not for lack of toys, though. I mean, there was actually some cool stuff there. Some stuff I just really didn't need to be buying just for the sake of buying it. The Dragon Ball Z figures, Dragon Z Balls. I don't know if I screwed up on that or not. I don't know enough about those toys to know if they were worth more than 16 bucks. Like if I would have got those and turned around and tried to flip them, could I have gotten $50, $60, $70 for it? I don't know. I don't collect Dragon Ball, so, you know, I just left it there for a Dragon Ball collector to come by or a reseller that actually knows his shit. You know, and can buy them and flip them. Anyway, left them there. Didn't score anything out of there, but we got one more store on the agenda today, and this is where I score big.
Check this guy out, man. I think he's some sort of like knockoff, bootleg, or just like a homemade dino. You know, you can usually tell by these little buttons that they put on them here. You know, he doesn't make any sound. His battery's dead. Probably replace the battery. And then usually this little line that goes around shows that it was like made in pieces and then
slapped together. That's pretty cool, man. They went $5.50 for him, roughly. I think I'm gonna get him. He's just super cool. Oh, check this out. I believe, yeah, that's like some sort of like Rescue Heroes, possibly. Yeah, there it is. There's the logo. A Rescue Heroes, Clydesdale. I don't know if there's like supposed to be batteries in there. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That is pretty neat. I like him. I'm not gonna get him, but I like it, you know. He's bulky. Speaking of dinos, we've got some more over here. Some Jurassic World stuff. I think this is from that Disney movie Dinosaurs or something. Oh, looky. It's our boy Buzz. That little army helmet's kind of cool. It's pretty solid, actually. It feels like older plastic too, so it could be a little vintage piece. If it didn't have this little crack right here, this little thing going on, I'd probably pick it up just to have it as a display piece, but I'm gonna leave it here. Aha, look at this. Little patrol boat. Oh, that's cool. Too bad it's missing the back wheels. And what is this guy? I don't know what he goes to. Some sort of like robotic triceratops. Oh, look at this witch's cauldron thing. Oh, this must be from that Disney movie though. What is it, The Princess and the Frog or something like that? It's made by Little Tykes. Oh, looky. Beefcake pony. Beefcake. Oh, I'm a big beefcake. Haven't seen one of those in a little while. It's been a minute. Okay, what do we got here? Looks like we have like a Storm Shadow. We got a Black Panther, an Iron Man, a Spider-Man, this dude, whoever he is. Some like little Dollar Tree type stuff. Huh. Well, probably just leave that here. What do they want for the bag? $2.29. That's a good deal. That's a good deal for that bag, especially since it's got the Storm Shadow in it. But as far as the rest of these bags go, there ain't nothing going on. Just a bunch of plushies and Barbie dolls that nobody wants. Oh man, that is a nice Iron Eagle cover. I'm gonna get that just to upgrade mine. And then there's a Rambo. Is this sealed? Oh my God, is First Blood sealed? What? Digitally remastered. I don't know if that is like original seal or if that, well, it's got the little watermarks on it. All right, I totally gotta get that. That's a little sealed copy there, man. That's freaking awesome. It's not like the original. Oh, this is First Blood Part 2. Okay. It's not the original First Blood Part 2 cover. This is the digitally remastered version, but still cool that it's in a sealed cellophane wrapping, you know? What else we got over here? Whoa. Let's see. Tai Chi. The Substitute 2. Navy SEALs. Got all that. Strictly Ballroom. You know, even though I think he's pretty cool, I think I'm just gonna pass on him. I've got a lot of dinos. I really don't need to add another one. He's really cool though. I saw him on Mercari actually. Somebody's trying to sell him on Mercari for $11. Yeah, I'll just leave him here, and I think I'll just pick up these VHS tapes. Oh my God, like, I don't know if this is actually worth as much money as I see it being listed for, but this is a 25th anniversary Swarovski crystal Care Bear. You can see the crystals in his eyes. I just looked this up and I cannot find a Grumpy Bear that's sold, and I only see one listed, and it's listed for $850. Now there is another one, an all white one, that's selling for between $40 and $100. So I think, you know, at bare minimum, I could probably get 40 bucks out of this. They only want $4.29 for it, but I'm wondering if maybe this is a really rare one and maybe it's worth more. I'm gonna buy it for $4.29 and take a risk on it here and see if just maybe I've got something special.
Okay, so here's the deal with this guy, right? So he's a Swarovski crystal Care Bear from, I think, 2008. And when I tried looking him up on eBay, there were no sold comps. And there was only one Grumpy Bear listed. And it was listed for like $850. There was another Care Bear. It was like a white bear. There were a ton of those on eBay, but there was only like one Grumpy Bear. So I ended up messaging my friend Chantel, and I also messaged my friend Aaron and my friends Aaron and Becky, and because they Becky, his wife, Aaron's wife Becky, is real big into the girls' toys and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to get an idea of like, okay, how much is this thing really worth? Because there's only one listed for $850, but list price doesn't mean anything. It's what they actually sell for. But unfortunately, there were no sold comps. So it kind of led me to believe that this Grumpy Bear was pretty rare. And Chantel initially came back and said, hey, I would probably list it for like $170. And then she messaged me a little bit later, said, hey, I talked to a friend of mine and maybe like $225, $250. So then I had messaged Aaron and he talked to Becky and he said, Becky said maybe list it at $150. And then like, you know, if nobody buys, drop it to $125. But if you want a really quick sell on it, list it for like $70, $80. So I was like, man, I don't know. Cause it's like, I think it's rare. I don't see any of these Grumpy Bears, you know? So I listed it for $450 and did a buy it now, but I also would let people know I was accepting offers. So I ended up like, I got like in a very short period of time, I got 10 people watching it. And I told Nicole, as soon as I get to 10 watchers, I'm going to send an offer out for like $325. So I sent the offer out for $325. So I knocked a big chunk off of it of what I was listing it for. And it sold like that. It sold like hotcakes, which kind of led me to believe maybe if I had left it sitting there for a while longer at $450, maybe somebody might have actually bought it. But hey, you know what? I only spent like less than $5 on it with tax and got $325 out of it. So I'm super excited. And one of the reasons I'm so excited about it is because I have been looking for this one grail piece. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is because it's going to be coming in an upcoming video sometime here in the next few weeks. I had been looking for this particular grail piece of a collection that not many people collect. And it just never comes up. In fact, there's only one YouTube video on all of YouTube about it. Only one video of it. You just never see it. I've been looking for it off and on eBay for the last 5 years, and it finally popped up. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I have to have that. And the timing was perfect because I had just sold the bear, and this thing, you know, it wasn't cheap. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to say how much I paid for it, but it was not cheap. But it is so rare, and it's coming all the way from France. And there's a whole story behind that as well. Like it kind of was almost a huge debacle. I didn't think I was going to get it because, long story short, the guy canceled the order once I paid for it. Like I was devastated, but kind of all worked out. But anyway, it is on its way. But in the meantime, I don't even have the Care Bear to show you. I don't even have the Care Bear to show you to do a show and tell with it because I sold it already. So all I have are these pictures of it. So you can, look at these pictures and whatnot. But anyway, this was a absolutely fantastic day of thrifting, of vintage toy thrifting. And I say this time and time again, this is what I love about thrifting, is that I can sometimes add stuff to my collection cheap. And then other times I can find things that I can pick up cheap and resell at a higher price so that I can afford grail pieces like the one I'm going to show you here in the coming weeks. So anyway, if you enjoyed watching today's video as much as I enjoyed making it for you, do me a favor, smash the like button. That helps me out. It does help my channel grow. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications because I got a lot more great content coming your way. In fact, if you want to watch more vintage toy thrifting videos just like this one, then check out this next video.